is the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick, where the semifinal of the world's toughest sand sculpting competition is about to go down.
I'm very stressed about today.
Last time, Morgan and Delane's modern take on mythology secured them their semifinal spot.
Boom!
Now, sculpting precisionist Joris and Benoit
It's time to show the rest that we're the best.
and creative daredevils Thomas and Alex
It's make your heart like boom, 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 boom.
must cut through this late-game momentum,
We are just on adrenaline, start to finish.
because only 2 teams are going to make it to the final.
Sounds like winning.
A Maestro Fresh West. Watch as we race against the tide. Welcome back to the beach, Top 3. It's the semifinals, so time to crank up the difficulty.
Yeah. Yes.
And we just love this challenge on New River Beach. You must create an optical illusion. One fluid structure that can be seen 2 different ways. Where you tell the judges to stand will determine what they see. Perception is everything. Oh, and you got to put your own forms together however you see fit.
Okay.
Okay.
Only 2 teams will move through to the finals. So bring out your best bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Magic time!
We're in the semifinal. Competition has always been very tough, but now it's getting harder.
The challenge today is optical illusion. When you make an optical illusion, you have to be super precise. We are precise carvers.
It's intense on the beach today.
Oh, yeah. Do you feel the tension?
I'm very stressed about today.
No space for errors.
We're building a lot of forms for a whole lot of pound up. We are absolutely going for it today.
We won the last challenge, and we're here for the semifinals. But we've never done an optical illusion before, so completely unfamiliar territory. My specialty is abstract.
I typically like to carve complex anatomy. We're friends, we work side by side.
Today we've got an optical illusion. Our illusions are images of our dogs.
We're creating 3 different monuments with 2 vantage points.
And they connect together visually.
One of them shows Tuca, Delane's dog, and the other is Quincy, my dog.
We have to get the measurements right so the illusions work. Even the slightest deviation kind of ruins the whole effect.
To win this mind-bending challenge, the teams must meet the judging criteria. Successful illusion, clever design, and technical difficulty. We made it to the semifinals.
This is our toughest challenge, optical illusion. We've seen some incredible optical illusions on this beach, so our expectations pretty high.
An optical illusion tricks the eye. It looks like one thing, and then you walk over here, and it's something completely different. It is all about technical precision.
If one thing is off, the illusion will not work.
We have 3 teams left.
This is anyone's game. Morgan and Delane, these guys are marvelous storytellers, and they also have a technical edge. That's a really potent combination if they can work on their timing.
Thomas and Alex ooze creativity, and they love taking risks.
But sometimes their finish isn't quite as refined.
Joris and Benoit are creative, they're technical, and they're the most experienced team on this beach.
But Joris and Benoit have struggled with their pound-ups and suffered a few collapses.
Yeah, sand slowly, slowly. That pound up is doing good. We have a solid base. Today is going to be a big piece of cake.
We are legends. We've been winning 30 years.
You need speed of the brain, speed of the hand.
We are definitely here to win.
Yes. The challenge today is optical illusion. We're going to make Maestro face. We will have deep cuts in it. It will change to the city landscape. So it's a bit like a giant puzzle. We are doing Maestro because I see Maestro all day long, so he's like stuck in my mind.
He deserves the sculpture.
Yeah. But Maestro will be looking at it, so we have a bit of pressure on that.
So how do you secure yourself a spot in the final?
First of all, the illusion has to be successful. I want to see this sculpture transform.
I want to see technical difficulty. You have to stand back to make sure it's lining up, and that takes a lot of time.
I want to see the teams come up with a really clever design. I want to see something cool. Make no illusion, the pressure on this one is sky high.
They better bring it.
It's gonna be a blow your mind, jaw-dropping. We want to get to the final.
Ooh.
This is gonna be the wall with the keyhole that you're gonna look through. From one side, it's gonna look like a cup.
With a love potion.
From the other side, 2 persons falling in love.
It's the secret of unlocking hearts. It's like the loophole of storytelling in illusion.
We have 15 years of sand carving, a lot of contract everywhere around the world.
We're too good.
A win today gonna get us to the final, so everything's got to be perfect.
This is super, super complex.
The most important part of the sculpture is making sure the panels overlap in the places that we need them to. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, only we have to make the very complicated pieces.
Perfection at this point is crucial.
Morgan and Delane, you guys must be feeling pretty good this morning, coming off a win last challenge.
Yes, well, this is the time to let our expertise shine. We do know we're against some very, very strong teams. And so
Yeah.
we both have to be very technically precise, very clean, and I think that is going to be our advantage here.
Now, you guys aren't known for your terrific time management.
What are you kidding me? We finish everything.
We're like, no problem, we don't need a solution.
Absolutely. In fact, we won twice on our poor time management.
We're trying to find the shape to make the face. I'm pretty confident.
Sorry, but no collapse today.
The keyhole. We want the judges to see exactly what we want them to see.
Everything is important. We don't want to go too fast.
You don't win by being too cocky.
There's a lot of pressure and stress. We are so intense today. No time for mistake today.
If we can get an overlap there,
Oh, snap.
if we change the angle, then all the angles have to get changed. It's like doing math, but harder.
Yeah.
My brain's all...
I feel super confident with the base. No, 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 no.
I'm cracking. It's gonna break. Oh! No!
Here in the Bay of Fundy, the world's most extreme tides call the shots. And that's just the beginning of what New Brunswick has to offer. It has some of the most breathtaking scenery on the planet. From rugged mountain wilderness to stunning sandy beaches, peaceful river valleys, and the most epic coastline on the Atlantic. It's a road tripper's paradise, a place where natural beauty meets the heart and soul of maritime culture. It's also home to the toughest sand sculpting competition on the planet.
Okay, we build all over again. We're making decisions as fast as the collapse. We just have to deal with it.
Today's challenge is optical illusion.
This challenge is an opportunity for imagination unlimited. But this challenge is so difficult.
An optical illusion requires precision, and that takes a lot of time.
If one line is off or the angle's wrong, the whole thing falls apart. And Yours and Benoit already suffered a massive collapse. They had to start all over, which takes so much time.
This is dire. We have 3 teams, but only 2 of them are going to make it to the finals.
About here.
There's got to be the angle to see just that piece there. From one side, it's gonna be the lock, and from the other side, it's gonna be 2 persons falling in love. It's gonna be very precise from one side to the other side.
We must not go higher than that with the hole. But don't go too low, because we'll see the keyhole there.
Ah, fun, huh? It's all about adjusting right now.
We need to take off all our forms and start our figures.
To create a good optical illusion, there's a lot of choices that have to be made as far as viewing angles and planes. Come on, let's pick a viewing angle.
If I have to talk to you about every decision, we're never going to get this finished. We're still working that part out.
These have to come together.
We haven't even started carving yet. We have to get that
Yeah.
done, otherwise this whole thing's a failure. 2 brains may complicate things.
Clean it, clean the form, open, sculpt.
We have to move fast. We already lost so much time. Finishing this piece is, at this moment, our concern.
Oh, sculptor! What? This is no illusion.
Wow.
Holy!
The tide is heading back to shore.
No way!
This is your yellow flag warning.
This is ridiculous.
It's intense on the beach today.
You got 3 hours left.
I cannot believe we're a yellow flag.
Ah, Joris, it was intense.
It was still intense. We're just very bad in complexions. Luckily, we carve better.
My circle is at the top.
Okay.
There's a cup that is formed by two faces that are reaching for their lips like this.
We have to do the same shape from one side to the other side. We have to take it very carefully.
Today, it's all about clean details.
If one grain of sand is not at the right place, we get back home.
Semi-finals today. What do you got for us?
From that hole here, you're gonna see the faces.
But on this side, it makes a cup.
It's a two-side of the illusion.
I like the concept, but the small centerpiece, that's the main focal point.
We want it to be clean. There's no distraction around it.
We're putting all the energy here, and it's...
Yeah.
Wow! You feel it, huh?
Wow.
We are each blocking out the optical illusion of our own dog. We want to go detail the sharp lines. We have to be very conscious of making sure all our lines match in 3 opposite pillars.
Quincy's face is on this front sculpture, but his ears are actually on the back, so there's a few different lines I need to meet.
If we don't get the lines for our dogs' ears right, then the illusion just simply doesn't work.
If I look at a different eyes, it's a slightly different result.
This is ridiculously difficult.
Joris is working on Maestro. I'm now making a city landscape. As many buildings as I can. Architecture takes a lot of measurements.
Today, no time for it.
I'm eyeballing everything. Normally, you would measure a lot. It's something that we don't have the luxury to do. We have to move fast.
You need to find a good balance between speed and quality, and it's...
Finishing this piece is our concern. Maestro, I'm sorry. But I'll do my best.
This challenge is so difficult. First, you have to have a great design that can become an illusion. And next, you just have to get it done in time. And to make it even tougher, Mother Nature has a few surprises in store for these teams.
I think she's about to rain down some pain upon this beach.
The 2 teams who make it through are going to be limping into the final.
And it's all going to come down to who has the most successful illusion.
The weather has turned.
The weather has turned.
No more rain.
Our cut-through could collapse, so I don't like too much the rain. The rain, some lines are not so clean, not so nice.
Oh my God, everything is so wet.
It's such a gut punch, especially right now, this challenge, semifinals.
Oh, no. Starting to lose details.
It feels insurmountable at this point.
I'm starting to lose a little bit of detail. The rain is drilling into it. Soggy doggy.
With the rain, it's difficult to get shadows, it's difficult to get accuracy.
We're just like in scramble sculpting mode.
It's a hustle from here on out.
Not only do we have the toughest challenge, but now it's raining.
Carving the precision details it takes to make an illusion is hard enough. Trying to do it in the rain, it's next to impossible. I think all the teams are struggling a little bit out there today.
Morgan and Delane are going to have multiple vantage points, but I'm concerned that they're playing it a little safe. It's a little plain right now.
I'm also worried about Thomas and Alex. They have 2 vantage points for their illusion, but both hinge on them looking through that small centerpiece. I'm not sure it's really big enough to grab our attention.
Joris and Benoit had a catastrophic collapse early on.
They've been behind all day. They've got some work to do. All 3 of these teams really need to amp it up if anyone wants to make it to the finals.
Absolutely.
We try to push the limit by having very straight cuts in the face.
So you have to be precise. We want to give the illusion that the face is made out of the city behind.
Wait a minute. Is that me?
Yes, man.
Because he was handsome. I was wondering what was going on.
A little bit of a tribute to you.
I'm honored, man. But it's been a real tough day on this beach, huh?
Yeah, it has been quite rough for us.
When something doesn't work out for you, where do you get that motivation to continue going?
It's all or nothing in this case. We're not gonna stop.
Well, I think you look fantastic.
Thanks, man.
Make sure you get my mustache right.
Oh, stand still. Yeah. Right. Thanks.
Higher, 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 lower.
You see?
Today we're going simple on details and more focusing on just doing this illusion because sometimes less is more.
We're going to try to pull this out before the tide comes in. Morgan, pick it up. Am I concerned? Yeah.
Attention, sculptors! This is your red flag warning. Whoa. You got 10 minutes left before the tide hits the marker.
Come on, Alex! 10 minutes left to make a mini maestro.
2 inches over that way? Yeah.
I'm making the hole very clean.
Clean, clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean.
The potion bottle.
More details, more details.
Last look.
Let's do this.
That's it, sculptors. Tide's in, time's up.
Oh, yes!
Yay!
It was not a piece of cake.
No. But we pulled it off.
And I hope it's going to please the judges and maestro.
We decided to go big, but unfortunately that bit us in the butt.
I've made my peace with the sand gods on this one.
We left our heart on the beach, but I don't know if it's enough.
Yeah.
I hope the judge will love the magic potion today and get us to the final. So cool.
But maybe we can use.
We don't know. Here we never know.
Now it's up to the judges. They'll be looking for successful illusion, clever design, and technical difficulty. First up, Joris and Benoit and the most handsome sculpture on the beach.
They made an incredible recovery. On the front, it's a massive sculpture of Maestro's face. There's all these pathways that lead to the back.
And there's this huge city with all these skyscrapers.
The sculpting on Maestro's face is exquisite. The eyes are so expressive.
They nailed it. It's pretty risky the way they've cut into the face.
That's very technically difficult to do, but it's not an optical illusion.
Exactly. I see a blend of the city and the face instead of a transformation. The illusion part just isn't successful.
I kind of have a feeling that you're jealous that they didn't make a sculpture of your face.
Picked up on that.
Here we have Morgan and Delane.
Morgan and Delane have created a beautiful tribute to their 2 dogs.
I like the 3 panels. All 3 piles come together into one little doggy face.
It is a successful illusion.
However, I think they missed the mark by putting the entire dog face on one panel. When you turn to a certain vantage point, it adds the ears. Is that enough of an illusion?
There's not a lot of technical difficulty on this sculpture. The carving itself is really basic, and there's not a lot of detail.
Considering how talented Morgan and Delane are, the carving's a little light.
And finally, Thomas and Alex.
This is a 2-paneled sculpture of love.
I love the way the keyhole frames the 2 faces. That's a perfect window.
It was a very clever idea to use the back of the sculpture to create the love potion to further tell the story.
It's a clever design and well carved. Unfortunately, the focal point is the smaller piece completely hidden behind the bigger panel.
That's super plain. The technical difficulty isn't there.
It's a little basic. It doesn't transform into an illusion. It's kind of one thing in front of another. I mean, this is for a spot in the finals. You want to get there, you got to bring it.
We have never been in this situation before. All 3 of these sculptures have major problems.
Every one of them missed the mark.
Rusty, I don't know what to do here. This is for a spot in the final. We expect a lot more.
Yeah.
Today, you were asked to create a mind-bending optical illusion.
And we have to say, we were less than impressed.
Wow.
Each one of those sculptures had major issues. Each one of those sculptures failed to properly meet the criteria. Morgan and Delane, we appreciate the fact that you made 3 tall pound-ups.
But the carving was really basic, and the illusion itself, underwhelming. Joris and Benoit, we are so impressed with your resiliency and ability to bounce back after disaster.
But we did not see an optical illusion in your piece. Thomas and Alex, your piece was very well carved.
But the overall design left us confused. You hid the most interesting part of your sculpture with a large, plain panel. And it was less of an illusion and more like looking through a keyhole to see another sculpture.
So for the first time in Race Against the Tide history, there will be no Sand Champs crowned today.
Whoa.
Harsh.
What the hell?
And then?
In shock.
Definitely confused.
No one has secured their spot in the final.
Wow.
We are completely stunned.
They
We
kept
all
us.
Failed. But you will get a chance to redeem yourselves.
Next time you hit the beach, each team will be quick carving for their life.
We deserve to be in the final with the piece that we did. I think the judges failed the criteria of being good judges today.
This was the most messed up day I've ever had on New River Beach.
The level of carving today just wasn't there. We couldn't find a fair way to send someone home.
So, all three teams are gonna quick carve for their life.
The top 2 teams will go on to compete for the Golden Bucket, the grand prize of $10,000, and the glory of winning the toughest sand sculpting competition on the planet.
Wow. We had one of our toughest days, so it's kind of a second chance that we did not expect at all.
So, we'll see you back on the beach.
This is gonna take like all the skill we've cultivated throughout our careers.
And if we win it, we have a chance of winning the whole competition. It has to be us.
The teams are quick carving for their life.
Not a position they want to be in.
There is no option. We're going to the final.